It's Super Bowl Sunday, man. I want to let y'all understand how we represent in prison on Super Bowl Sunday, how they feed us, what go on, what time it is. So don't say I didn't tell you. I just want you to know how blessed you are to be out there to have your Super Bowl Sunday with your family, friends, and loved ones. All right? You know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm going to tell y'all how we represent over here on Super Bowl Sunday, just so you understand. We in the prison. It's Super Bowl Sunday. This is something we look forward to, you know. Super Bowl Sunday, they give us a little box, you know what I mean? So you understand. I want you to see how blessed you are. We get a little box, like, you know, you got a little chicken and wing joint where you get your little 3 wings or whatever, but they give, you know, they bless us. They give us a little 5 wings in a little box, and, you know, they might give us a donut, a cupcake, you know, and then, you know, they give us an ice cream. You know what I mean? So everybody look forward to the ice cream because we might get a strawberry shortcake, a cone, you know, with the chocolate on it and the sprinkles and all of that. You know, things we don't normally get because they don't sell that on commissary. Now, Super Bowl Sunday, everybody get up. First of all, they get the kitchen workers up early in the morning. The kitchen workers, they all get up. I mean, all of them. The whole staff got to go because they got to cook for the whole joint. Everybody get a chance to get food to take back, steal food to take back to sell, because everything is a hustle. That's called living off the land. So don't say I didn't tell you. That's called living off the land. All right? All right? So that's your first jewel. Calm down, relax, relax, relax. Now check. That's your first jewel, living off the land. So you get up 3 o'clock in the morning, you go down there. The butcher's the one that make the most money because the butcher's the one that got to count out that amount of pieces of chicken that they're going to give us every day, you know? So now Super Bowl Sunday, each inmate get 5 chickens. You got about 2,000 inmates. So you do 2,000 times 5. You understand what I'm saying? That's what, like 25,000 or something like that. Y'all correct me in the comments. You know y'all like to correct. We got our trolls and things like that. I'm beginning to like my trolls. Now, they go and they get the whole spread out, you know. They might fry some French fries with it. So you might get 5 chicken wings, French fries, an ice cream, and then get like a donut or a little coffee cake or something, you know. And then they might even throw some candy in the bag, you know what I mean? Some Skittles or some Reese's or something. So, you know, that's the big meal. So everybody's waiting on that meal. So everybody's trading the meals off before they even get it. You got the dudes that like to buy the tickets. You got the dude that like to smoke the tobacco and, you know, things like that. So a dude that that like to gamble on the tickets, that want to bet on Super Bowl, he'll sell his whole Super Bowl meal ahead of time for like a book. Sometimes he might get 2 books. A book back then was $5 a book. You know what I mean? So he might get $5 or $10 for the bag. So he don't eat, but he got his little money, you know what I mean, to feed his desire and his addictions to gamble or whether it's to smoke. So a dude come to you during the week and say, man, I give you my Super Bowl box. Just let me get a book of stamp. Book of stamp? Shit, I could sell the wings alone for a book. You know what I mean? And still get the rest of the bag. I could sell, you know, the ice cream for like 10 stamps. You know what I mean? That's, what, 30 stamps right there. That's $7.50. So I'm going to make my money back easy. You understand what I'm saying? They might even get 2 books for the wings. You know, most definitely going to get 2 books for the wings. So now we get the wings and all that. So the kitchen workers, they go down there and they go from 3 in the morning. So from 3 o'clock in the morning, they're down there burning, getting the food ready for the prison. You smell the chicken all over the compound, you know? So you wake up and do a good smelling like you at mama's house getting ready to get that good Sunday meal. And you're like, oh, man. You know what I mean? Y'all, what you doing with your wings, dog? Man, I already bought, you know, 4 wings. I got my wings from such and such, such and such and such. Be like, oh, man, well, let me trade you one of the wings. I ain't getting no wings because, you know, I ain't getting none of the, you know, the derelicts, you know what I mean? As we call them, or the fiends to come sell their food. Because what else do you call a man that sells his food? You know what I mean? You get these little 3 meals a day and you're going to sell your meal and not eat. You know what I mean? That's crazy, you know? So, you know, it is what it is, man. But, you know, so we got that. So then now we'll get up and you know, we'll make like nacho bowls, you know what I mean? You know, fried rice to go with the chicken, you know. So dudes be at the microwave all day, you know, be all crowded, you know what I mean, from early in the morning from they bust the doors. So now they got rec call right after breakfast, because you go eat breakfast at like about 7 o'clock, 6:37. By 7:30, the breakfast done. By 7:45, they call rec move. We go to the yard. That's where the whole prison go to the yard, and we talk about, who's, going to win. You got the ticket runners out there taking the bets, and everything is going on in the yard. You know what I mean? Like you on 42nd Street, you know what I mean? In the summertime, in July, So everybody's out there doing they got to do, taking tickets, and we sitting there. Some dudes shooting the basketball, some might be throwing the football, some might be working out, And you got a group of dudes that be at the table by the ticket man putting in their tickets, talking to the other dudes that do the tickets, you know what I mean, that book the tickets. Who you think gonna win? Such and such got a good spread on Easy Money. The tickets got named like Easy Money, Big Unique, Harlem's finest. You know what I mean? Chicago's, #1. You know what I mean? Miami's ass kickers. You know what I mean? So all the tickets got names. But everybody try and put the best spread on it to get the bets on the ticket. The crazy thing is the ticket man make about maybe 2,000-3,000, you know what I mean? Easy on Super Bowl Sunday. You know what I mean? From people putting in 5 stamps, 10 stamps, sometimes even 2 stamps. But all that add up. End of the day, you got a big pile of stamps like this. Imagine counting a big pile of stamps like this, one at a time. But that's what it is. That's the price of fame in the prison when you hustling off the land. So now we got everybody out there. We doing our thing. So now we say, man, I hope none of these dumbass niggas don't do nothing to get us locked down. Because every time you turn around, they want to bust their gun. I mean, come on, man. Just stop it, man. We ain't got to click, clack, and all that. But, you praying that nothing don't happen because you want to see the Super Bowl. But it's crazy because when you get close to days like Super Bowl, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the major holidays, that's when the tension is up because people broke. You know what I mean? We in there, we broke, keeping it 100. Me too, we all in there broke. We depending on people to send us something, whatever. Because whatever you spend off your books, there's no way to make it back unless you hustling off the land or somebody sending it from the outside. So we in there, and, dudes want to buy their tickets, and, we go buy the big food during the week. So you might tell, your homeboys from the car, yo, you get the 2 bag of Doritos, you get 2 green peppers, you get 2 onions, you get 4 bags of rice, and everybody put the food in. You make a big ass, bag of food. We take the food now. There's 2 ways to do it. We either take the food and we put it in a microwave, because normally they had microwaves back in the days. Now they don't have microwaves, so they make stingers. I'm going to have to show you a video what a stinger is. A stinger is where you take like electrical cord, you cut off whatever is at the end of it, get the raw wires hanging out. You get yourself a screw, and you wrap the wire around the screw on one side of the screw, the one on the other side. You plug it in the wall. You get your a little bucket of water, and you put the water in it. And, we usually get like a paint bucket. Those plastic paint buckets and stuff, that plaster and all that come in. We get one of them, clean it out real good. And we drop the water in it, drop the stinger in it. When you plug it in, the electricity from the wall goes to the screw, heats up the water, and then that joint get the bubbling like if you got it on a pot, from the electricity. And then we go get a plastic bag. We get a plastic bag and we get our rice. We crush the rice up, We cut the vegetables up, Put a little seasoning in the bag on the rice, put the little vegetables, get the, a little cup of soup. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to cook a meal for y'all. Y'all want me to cook a meal for y'all? Y'all want me to show you how to cook a prison meal? Huh? Y'all want to see how I cook a prison meal? All right, okay, all right, relax. So I'm gonna cook a prison meal so you see, because I'm a hell of a cook. They love my curry chicken in the joint. I know how to hook up a mean curry chicken, because I'm with the Rasta community in there also. So I get to go down there when we have the Rasta day. We order our own food, so we always order extra things that we normally don't have in the prison on the prison food line when they cook the food. So you might order a big 5-pound bag of curry, and then you sell the curry. That's called hustling off the land. So now you put all that in the plastic bag, and you put your little water in it. You shake it up, get the seasoning and everything mixed in it nice. It's really like a butt naked soup. That's a ramen soup that we call them a butt naked soup. Or it might be a cup of soup. You get the cup of soup because the cup of soup, you get like the mixed vegetables or the shrimp, you know what I mean? And you dump that in there. And when you put it in there, now you got mixed vegetables with your plain white rice that you bought from the kitchen for $1.10 a bag. All right? Yeah, it's $1.10 for a little ass bag of rice, right? So you put about 10, 20 of them bags in there. You making up for all the homeboys. And like I said, when you got the stinger bubbling with the water in it, you put the plastic bag that you put the food in, you tie it so that the steam stay in it, and you drop it in the water, you let it sit. As the joint is bubbling in the water, it's cooking the rice. You know what I mean? When that joint done and you open that bag, it's like, oh man. You know what I mean? You can't wait to eat that. So you take a little spoon and you take a little bit of the rice and you put it in the palm of your hand. You know what I mean? You never put the spoon in your mouth because you're cooking for a group of men. So you can't dip the spoon in and taste the food. We don't do that. You know what I mean? So we dip the spoon in, put our hand out, and we put a little bit in the hand, and we taste it out the hand, and we good to go. Now, we got all that ready. So now everybody in the yard, the cooks is inside cooking, everybody doing what they got to do. So while this is going on now, we on the inside. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. I'm giving y'all the inside what's going on in the prison, man. Hit the like button. So now, while they inside, we outside. So now, a dude see a dude that owes him money. He like, yo, what's up, man? I need that 2 books you owe me. I'm trying to put a ticket in. And dude might be having a bad day because all he got is 2 books. So he'll pop slick, man. I give it to you when I get it, man. I ain't say I was going to give it to you on Super Bowl Sunday. You know, I'm trying to win my money too. I want to be a dog in a fight. You know what I mean? Be like, yo, me and you going to be fighting if you don't give me my money. You know what I mean? Now we see dudes argue, so we rolled up on them and we be like, yo, come on, son, the Super Bowl Sunday. We ain't going to do that. We ain't trying to watch the game from behind the door, had them turn the TV off where we can't even watch the game, you know? And, you know, dude is like, man, I want my money. Sometimes, dude, you know, somebody in the car would say, what do you owe you, 2 books? Man, here go 2 books. So you just prevented the fight so you can enjoy the game for 2 books of stamps. Cost you $10 so that you don't get locked down for the game. But we try and keep the peace on those days, but shit always happen. So now we going in, and dude see a dude, and he's like, yo, that nigga wrote my little sister. You know what I mean? Wrote your little sister. Yeah, he was in my cell the other day, and he saw a picture of my sister, and I had the envelope on the desk, and he took the picture. You know what I mean? He took the address and wrote it down, and he wrote my little sister. My little sister said that she got a letter from this nigga. I'm getting ready to put the knife in him. You know what I mean? Gunshots. You know what it is. Gunshots about to jump off. So now, how you going to prevent something like that when somebody disrespect your family member and write your loved ones by stealing the address? You can't tell a man, yo, don't fight because it's Super Bowl Sunday. We try. You know what I mean? Yo, it's Super Bowl Sunday, dog. Come on, man. Hit him up Monday, man. Let us watch the game. Be like, nah, man, I'm going to punish this nigga. You know what I mean? So now we going inside. The deuces go off because as soon as they get in the unit, dude get to stabbing them. Bang, 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 bang. He's stabbing them every which way but loose. So now, all hell break loose. They hit the deuces. The deuces is the panic button when all the police come running. So all the police come running up in there till everybody locked down. Now everybody in there biting their nails. What they going to do? They're going to let us watch the game. They're going to keep us in here and let us watch it through the door. They're going to turn the TV off so we can't watch it. So everybody's on pins and needles. It's early, 10:30, 11 in the morning, you know? So now they got to do count. So we all up in there. And we talking about how we want to punish this nigga because he should have just waited, you know what I mean, to handle his business instead of handling it on Super Bowl Sunday to put us all under pressure. But it's crazy because that's how the administration set it up. The administration set it up so that we police each other. So now they tell us that if there's a fight, they're going to lock it down and we're not going to watch the game. So, of course, we trying to prevent the fight. So now you got the inmates playing police in order to get their Super Bowl Sunday. Big shout out to the administration. Big shout out, and definitely gunshots. You know what I mean? That's how the administration do, just so you understand. So we policing each other. So dude done punished dude, we laid up, locked up in the cell, and we wondering what the hell is going on. So now about 11 o'clock come, and the SIS, that's the Security Investigation Force for the prison. That's like the DEA and FBI and plain old detective, you know? So they come walking around, they go to the doors from where, you know, whoever it was that was fighting, they go to their car. And they ask them, yo, what's up, y'all? Everything all right, man? Can we open it up? Of course, they're going to say, hell, yeah, you can open it up. Man, we're going to make sure nothing happens. I'm telling you, if something happened, I'm locking your whole car up. So now the car takes responsibility for the rest of the prison to be able to come out and watch the game and themselves. So now we come out, and right before they come out, they give us a little ticket. You know, like a raffle ticket? Police go to every door, and they give each inmate a raffle ticket. And when we go to the kitchen, they got a big, like a plastic pickle jar with no top on it, a bunch of water in it. So you go through the line, and you give them a ticket, you get your meal, and you drop it in there. No ticket, no meal. So now, dudes that sold their meals during the week, you know what I mean, to be able to buy their little cigarette for their nicotine habit or to put their bet in for the ticket for their gambling habit. You know what I mean? They take the joint and, they give it to whoever it is they owe. So when the person go down there, they get a chance to go get theirs, and then they go off the line, and then they go back in and hope the police don't see them. So they got two lines, one on the left and one on the right. If you're coming on the left, you use your ticket. You're going on the right, and you use the ticket that the man was sold you. Or you have the dude that sold you the ticket come down there. You know what I mean? And let him use it his damn self. But either way, you're going to use that damn ticket. So now, you done bought 2 tickets, so now you got 10 chicken wings. Amanda made some fried rice, you know what I mean, with the mixed vegetables and all that in the pot with the stinger. So now we all up in the kitchen and we talking about the game, everybody excited and all that. And then dude see a dude that owes him some money, you know what I mean? So now he ready to pop off. And we tell him, come on, dog, don't do that. We just got past the 1, man. Don't do that, man. You know what I mean? But this is how we policing each other. So big shout out to administration again. Pop, pop. Let's get a gunshots. Let's get a gunshots for the administration for running the shit the way they run it to turn cold killers into cops. And you know what I mean? So now we policing each other. So dude ready to pop off because see a dude that own and dude popping slick saying that he ain't got his money. He gonna get his money when he get it and for him to fall the half back. You know what I mean? So dude cocked back and smacked the crap out of him right there in the kitchen. Now, dude in there fighting, deuces come on, police come running up in the kitchen again. And now while they in there, all the shot callers and everybody that got any pull with the administration, they run up on the administration. They be like, yo, come on, man, that was isolated, man. Dude owed him some money. You already know what it is. He told you what happened. So ain't nobody telling nothing. It ain't no secret. It ain't no investigation. Nothing got to go on. Dude just told you he smacked him because he owed him his money, and he going to take the consequences, go to the shoe, not watch the game, not eat his chicken, but he got his blood, his payment in blood. You know what I mean? Sometimes getting it in blood is a little bit better. You know what I mean? It depends where your mentality at. You know? Because, like, you know, when they were stealing my music back in the days, I like to get my money in blood, man. I didn't care nothing about that court and all that. Give me mine in blood. You know what I mean? The blood lasts longer than the court settlement, because the court settlement, you're going to spend the money, it's going to be over. You spill blood, it's there for the rest of your life to know that, you know, you handle your business and nigga ain't take nothing from you. But anyway, so that's what it is. Dude, tell the police, man, I got mine in blood. That ain't got nothing to do with the rest of the jail. Going to open your jail up. None of my homies going to retaliate. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So now the SIS say, man, let me think about it. So now we back biting our nails. Damn, what they going to do? I really want to see this Kansas City and Philly game tonight. You know? So all the Muslims in the East Coast card that's rooting for the Philly, you already know New York, New Jersey, Maryland, D.C., you know? We all roll together, you know what I mean? Because that's the Muslim card. So we all roll together. So we all trying to, you know, see the game. We want to see our team finally made the Super Bowl. We want to represent. You know what I mean? So we go to administrative and be like, yo, I'm going to tell you like this, man. If you lock this joint down, you know what I mean? And this is not a threat, Mr. SIS. If you lock this joint down, we not responsible for what's going to happen when you open it up, because you're going to have to open it back up. You know what I mean? We telling you it's over. Leave it alone and let's keep it moving. You know what I mean? So now the administration got a big call to make. So, you know, they wanted to be petty because dude already told him he smacked dude because it was, you know, isolated. He owed him and he wanted his money in blood, and he got it in blood and he's satisfied. So now the administration said, all right, I'm going to let it ride. That's 2, man. But if y'all get into one more thing today, I'm telling you, y'all not watching the game, and that's it, you know? I'm going to say, all right. So now we go outside. Now when you leave and you go outside, you got the kitchen workers out there, and you got a bunch of little brown sandwich bags like a kid carrying his lunch to school. Got a bunch of little sandwich bags out there, and that's our dinner in the bag. Remember, we don't got the 5-piece of chicken, you know what I mean? The ice cream, the cake, you know what I mean? The donut, you know, and a little candy in the side. So now we got a meal in the box, but then they give you what they call a bag lunch for dinner, because the administration, they trying to go home too. So they serving lunch and dinner at 11 o'clock in the morning so that they could leave the jail by 1 o'clock so they could go home with their family, get drunk, and watch the game while we sitting in there. And don't forget, man, on Super Bowl Sunday, we got the ooch. We got the ooch. We got the jailhouse wine popping. You know what I mean? You know me, I just like the White Lightning. The White Lightning is where they take that regular bullshit wine that they make like out of rotten fruit, you know, orange juice, whatever fruit juice, put it together, you let it sit, you know, with what they call the kicker. The kicker is the rotten fruit that kick the wine off. So now, I don't like that because, you know, it got the orange juice taste and all that. So I get my joint, you know what I mean? brewed down where it turned like this. It turns white just like a regular bottle. You know what I mean? Look like water. But that joint there, when you pour a little cap full, the way you test that is you take a cap. You know what I mean? You take the cap from the bottle. You know what I mean? You take the cap from the bottle, you pour yourself just enough in it for the cap, and you pour it on the metal desk, on the concrete floor, and then you take your battery, you take your battery, you know what I mean? And then you put your little, piece of strip on it, metal strip, one on the top, one on the bottom, spark of toilet paper, and you light the wine that you threw on the floor, the white lightning, and that's gonna burn. If it burns for 10 seconds or more, it's fire. If it burns for less than 10 seconds, it ain't no good. You don't want it. We like the fire. The fire is like the 151 Jamaican proof rum. You know, I usually take that, put a little Coke in it or a little, strawberry soda or whatever, and mix it, and bunch of ice, and I sit down with my big bag of popcorn, and eat my little popcorn and watch the commercials. I wasn't into the game. Now let me give you the rules on that. Now I wasn't into watching the football game and all that. You know what I mean? That football game and all that stuff, I don't be watching that. The reason why I don't watch football, basketball, and all that when I was in prison, because I got too much time. I got entirely too much time to sit there watching a bunch of grown men run up and down the court, chasing the basketball, getting millions, and then go home and beat up their wife, you know what I mean? Or get caught with a pistol that they don't need, you know what I mean? Or beat up their beautiful wife because they stressing over whatever, instead of thinking that, man, God bless me, I'm a multi-millionaire right now. I ain't got to sit in prison like Unique and the rest of them, and I'm out here beating up my woman, you know what I mean? Or carrying a pistol when you know you don't need a pistol because you drive a big-ass Bentley. You're not going nowhere where nobody got a pistol but a cop. You ain't going to shoot a cop, not promote nothing. So leave that alone, man. Leave that alone. So that's where we at. So we watching the game, and, like I said, everybody get their little food. So we got our joint. We go back, and we waiting on the game. So now we might play a little spades, little pinochle, little chess, watch a little National Geographic, IDTV. And, of course, you got the dudes at the sports TV watching the game for the stats, and they think they know everything. The crazy part is you got dudes that would know that the quarterback's pinky toe, you know what I mean, got fractured, but don't know who running for the president. They know that a man's pinky toe got fractured, but don't know who running for the president or who's the House of Representatives, because all they care about is basketball. So that's why I didn't want to be one of those type of dudes. So I didn't watch sports. I didn't do none of that. Those days when they got the Super Bowl and all that going on, the law library is still open and everything is closed. Nobody's going to the law library because they all closed off in the unit watching the game. So that's when I go down to the law library, because I got access to all the computers to try and find the key, so I come home and start a YouTube channel and give you all this good game. Give me a round of applause for that. Give me a round of applause for that. Hit that like button, man. Cash App on the screen. I don't care if it's $1, $5. Give me something. You know what I mean? I'm giving y'all too much game. Now, so we sitting there, and I'm telling you, I'm not going to watch no, grown-ass men run up on that. Not no disrespect. I'm talking about because I was in prison. Now, tonight, I will be watching the Super Bowl with my son. You know what I mean? I will be watching the Super Bowl with my son. I'm supposed to hook up with my man AZ out the Bronx and Flip, and, OG Daniel had a joint yesterday in Harlem, that he hosted. Big shout out to the family. But, I get to chill with my family and watch the game because now I'm free. This is what life is about. It's about being free and enjoying time with your family. If I tell the young kids, you don't want to go through this. You want to spend your Super Bowl Sunday like what I'm describing, what I had to go through. You know what I mean? And then now, you got a dude sitting there and they start drinking that damn wine. You know what I mean? The game start, dude pissy drunk because he been drinking all day. So now he want to run around, stand in front of the TV, and he want to change the channel on commercials when you got dudes that want to watch the commercials. Then you got dudes that want to take over the news TV to put the football game on, being inconsiderate, but it's more people watching it. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, in prison, the Super Bowl, the playoffs, and the finals take precedent. That's when you put that shit on any TV, because that take precedent over everything else, your regular routine of watching National Geographic or IDTV. And a lot of fake dudes used to watch that 48. I hate 48. Every time you watch 48, when you turn around and look up, dude in the interrogation room telling. You know what I mean? Tell me if I'm wrong or right. Huh? Tell me if I'm wrong or right. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Whenever you watch that 48, that first 48, all you see dudes in the interrogation room telling. Why you want to watch a program to see, you know, someone telling on their comrade when you're sitting in prison doing life, maybe 40 years, 50 years, you know what I mean, or life plus 20 like I was doing, you know, telling on their comrades when the dude told on me. That's why I hated that crap. Like that other joint, New York Undercover. New York Undercover, I used to like it because of the scenery. So what I used to have to do to really enjoy New York Undercover, I turned the volume all the way down. I don't want to hear nothing they doing on New York Undercover. The music is banging and all that. I just look at it for the scenery of New York City because I was in ADX at the time when it was popping. You know what I mean? So I couldn't see the city. I'm looking at 4 walls for 23 hours a day, 5 days a week, and 24 hours a day for weekends and holidays. That's how my life was. If that's what you want, keep doing what you're doing. But now, so that's where we at. You know what I mean? So I'm not with none of that, man. I'm not with none of that. I try and keep my priorities straight. You know, when I was in prison, I didn't smoke. I didn't drink coffee. I never even tasted coffee a day in my life. I don't mess with nothing that's addictive when I'm in prison other than a law book. I get addicted to trying to find the key. When you look at a law book, they got a little key next to everything. Everything is a key. You know, my brothers in here that been to prison, they already know because whether they know the law or not. When you look at a law library, everything is a key. They call it a keynote. You know what I mean? So the way I put it in my mind is I got to find the key. So there's a needle in a haystack, which is equivalent to a key in a rack of law books. And I just got to find the right key to bring me out here on YouTube. Hey, and I'm here. You know what I mean? So that's where we at. Gunshots. Because we found the key. We found the key.
Mecca what? Mecca audio.
Because Mecca never give up. Remember that. Never give up. Always fight to your last breath. If you don't fight to your last breath, I don't know what to tell you. Back to the Super Bowl. So now we all over there chilling, dude, drinking wine, he acting up, he changing the channel, he running around, he talking trash, and his team losing. You know what I mean? And now he in his feelings. Then you got another dude, his team winning. And he and he excited. He bragging, man, we crushing y'all, man. Oh, Kansas City crushing you East Coast boys. Da 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 da. Oh man, you Philly dudes, man. I can't believe you thought that y'all was going anywhere. You know what it is, that. And everybody talking smack. And out of that, you always get one clown that take it personal. They be, who you talking to, man? Put an address on that. You know what I mean? I'm talking to whoever listening. You know what I mean? So now, dude talking about put an address on it, he's saying he's listening. Typical jailhouse fight about to jump off. So he'd be like, oh, so you talking to me. You heard what I said. If you could hear me, you know what I mean? If you could you could hear. That's a famous one in jail. If you could you could hear. Good dude say, huh? Man, if you could you could hear. Like, huh? You say that to me? You know what I mean? So you tell him, man, you could you could hear. You know? So now all hell getting ready to pop off. Dude's watching the game. They see the shit jumping off. Dude pissy drunk, and his crew will try and get him and tell him, calm down. They grab him, bring him in the cell. He fighting them all the way in the cell. The police looking, but the police don't want to call the deuces because they don't want to be the one to lock the joint off. But they take dude in the cell, and he talking about how he going to do this, how he going to do that. So now they got to punish him and put him to sleep. So now about 3-4 of them jump on him. Boop, 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 boop. Knock him out, put his ass in the bed, let him sleep that shit off. We'll tell him how the game was after the fact because he wasn't trying to watch it anyway, trying to get everybody kicked out the game. So that's where we at, man. So now, so the Super Bowl coming, we bring out all the food and, you know, we watching the game and, you know, you got all your crews sitting in a little area and we got our fried chicken and, you know, we got our fried rice and, you know, the ice cream and the cookies and, yo, let me get that cupcake and trade you it for this brownie. You know, and they trading the food off and, you know, be like, yo, I give you 2 bags of commissary M&Ms for 2 of them pieces of chicken. And we bartering because that chicken be cracked, man. Because we don't get no chicken in the prison like that. Well, when I left Victorville, big shout out to Pooh Shiesty. Big shout out to Pooh Shiesty. Matter of fact, I'm going to dedicate this video to Pooh Shiesty because this is how Pooh Shiesty having his thing. So this is Pooh Shiesty Super Bowl Sunday. That's what we're going to call it. Pooh Shiesty Super Bowl Sunday going to be the title of this. So now this is how he living his life right now. You know what I mean? Not saying nothing bad about the youngin, just letting y'all know what he's experiencing because I experienced it. And I don't want none of you youngins to feel that it's cool to go in there because you ain't trying to have a Pooh Shiesty Super Bowl Sunday. Hey, okay? All right. So now, dudes over there don't beat him up, put him to sleep. So everybody out there, we got our little spread out there. So, you know, when they have a commercial, we run, jump in the room, and we gonna smoke a joint real quick. You know what I mean? Smoke a joint, get good and high. You come back out there, you stand in front of the TV, and you start talking smack when your team start winning. When your team losing, you hold them down too, let them know, man, we're going to come back. We're going to come back. You say we're going to come all the way back to that last second on the clock. But you never give up on your people, like Job. Never forsake God. Never forsake your team if it's your team. Never surrender. You know what I mean? Never surrender. Never surrender. Now, so, you know, that's where we at, man. So, like I said, you know, where Pooh Shiesty at is where I got parole from, where I got released from, and that was the last joint that, you know, the last Super Bowl I spent, in a joint, you know. As a matter of fact, Super Bowl has just passed. I got my release on like February 21st. So, you know, so that was my last Super Bowl. So that's why I want y'all to know, because y'all big Pooh Shiesty fans. So you understand how this thing go, man, because it ain't nothing nice. So that man went from that, you know what I mean, from being out here, eating in fancy restaurant, renting out a whole spot with the whole crew. Big shout out to Gucci Man Pop, one of my favorite rappers. Big shout out to Gucci Man and the Atlanta crew. You know what I mean? Big shout out. You know? So, you know, this is how you got to spend your Sunday, man. You know, your Super Bowl Sunday. You know, worrying about who's going to fight, what they're going to do, if they're going to lock it down. And, I mean, just a bunch of crap that you don't want to deal with. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I just wanted to come on and let y'all know about Super Bowl Sunday and how it is in the prison. It ain't nothing nice. You know what I mean? Come on. Man, I'm about to tap out. Hit that like button, share, Cash App. You know what I mean? Unique Mecca Hall. Let's get this thing popping, because we don't play no games over here at the Mecca.
Mecca what? Mecca audio.
All right.
Hi guys, welcome to Platinum Cuisines. We're located in Freeport on the Nautical Mile. Just wanted to introduce my partner, Amy.
Hi guys, how are you? And this is my sister-in-law, Diana, another partner. I just ask that you come support our minority-owned business. We serve Asian fusion, Caribbean cuisine, and we have a beautiful restaurant located on the Nautical Mile in Freeport, New York. And we're asking that you come check us out, and also make sure to tune in to Mecca Audio TV.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops. Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horning uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them, and bless up to all the root men.